happened multiple times in our history. But in recent history, nangyari po yan. For example, ngayon, sa may, I forgot if that's Netherlands or Denmark. Nangyari din po sa Vietnam. They have 3, dalawa yung putol. What will happen is that there will be a slowness of internet. But actually, what's more critical is that we should remember that the business process outsourcing is our second largest economic contributor, which is highly reliant on these submarine cables. So if they will not be allowed to operate, then that means there will be an economic problem.
So that is the only guarantee that we have.
That is correct, Your Honor. But that's why we need more. Taiwan has like 20 plus submarine cables, and they're a lot smaller than the Philippines. We are at 11. We're relatively safe kasi, but we will be at 17 in the next 2 to 4 years.
Yeah, but there's a rumor or report that yung idadagdag ninyo na 6, it will be controlled by a foreign power.
Foreign well, they are from different consortiums, including US and Japan
Pero,
and some.
according to my report, iba eh. Iba.
I will double confirm that.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Yusek. Insofar as Transco Power Transmission is concerned, may report po rito na the overall system's operations is proprietary to China and locals are currently not allowed at the operational facility. Why? Because it's currently controlled and operated by the state-owned enterprise of China. Tinatanong ko lang sa inyo dahil kayo, wala kayong control dito eh. So, talagang madadali tayo nito.
Sure.
Yes, Congressman.
I just wanted to be clarified to you second kasi a while ago parang na-mention mo that yung sa submarine fiber optic is also controlled by the government. Is it controlled by the government? Nahaka na. Permits. So, operation.
Regional control. Thank you pa.
Medyo na ano ako parang nirecall ko yung sagot mo, parang sanali muna, kung control natin, bakit tayo nahahack pa rin? Wait, kasi, okay, at the 11 submarine fiber optics that are deeply rooted on the ocean, this was constructed by the private companies, am I right?
That is correct.
So
usually, malalaking consortiums,
Yeah.
hindi lang isa, sobrang mahal po kasi ng investment.
Yeah, in accordance with what I've learned, no? Andyan yung mga companies ng PLDT, Smart, Globe, Convergence, Huawei, Converge, China Telecom. So, in other words, those fiber optics, submarine fiber optics that is passing by through our ocean, are being managed and controlled by a foreign entity. And thereby, yung possibility of and probability of being hacked so easily cannot be, what do you call this, set aside.
Yes, Your Honor. They are managed operationally by these consortiums.
Yes.
And let me just clarify, Your Honor. And again, thank you very much. This is why we need the Cyber Security Act, because if we classify them as critical information infrastructure, along with our power utilities, our dams, then we should exercise oversight powers over them.
Because this issue was already tackled in the Senate and in the House of Representatives in the Committee on Transportation, wherein our national grid being controlled and operated by the Chinese operators. Because yung national grid natin, yung kuryente natin, nagta-traffic tayo ng kuryente, and this is being controlled by the majority of the owner of the NGCP. And yung ating pong government, since this is a critical infrastructure, we have to have a control over this. And unfortunately, sa mismong grid natin, hindi natin siya control. And isang ano lang yon, isang grid lang yon na nakikita natin. We are talking about submarine fiber optic. And that's the reason why siguro dumami yung mga incidents of hacking of government institution. So thereby, probably we can conclude that indeed, ito yung naging reason for increasing the amount of hacking in these countries. Can you somehow agree with that?
First, sir, Your Honor, let me qualify that of the 11, hindi naman po lahat may Chinese companies na consortium. For example, Meta, wala siyang Chinese consortium. But there are some. With regard to telecommunications infrastructures, I would agree that if we do not exercise oversight, then it is possible, because these are very large highways, that extend to international waters. And in fact, repair of this is also covered by international law. So I would say, sir, but we don't have data yet, no? But I would say, sir, that yes, critical control of the critical information systems, including that, is vital to defending our cyberspace. Let me also add, Your Honor, that the conflict in the West Philippine Sea has also made repairs in that area already, 130 days above the world average because of the conflicts, because of the issues, the issues in the West Philippine Sea. Our neighboring countries are requiring permits even if there are international flag carriers for repair of submarine cables. Require permit from them. So yes, Your Honor, I would agree wholeheartedly that this is really an issue that we have to.
Yung 11 submarine fiber optic, it was constructed for how many years?
Multiple years. I don't have that information, Your Honor. When I was still, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
I was still in the private sector. There were 3 we used by the BPO, and now there's 11. In the next 4 years, we will have 17 po. 6 more are coming.
Because I think they have started in a long process, no? Kasi yung kahit yung sa national bid natin, they started in 2010. So it's a long preparation that now, ngayon lang natin na-realize that completely we are being play around. Kasi andyan na yung mga infrastructure created na. So how can you remove those expensive na mga infrastructure? And we're having a hard time because unfortunately we have given them franchises as well, and we have given the consortium. So they are all legal, and under the Constitution, yung pagiging part nila sa corporation is also being allowed by this government. So ang dami po talagang problema, Mr. Chair, no? So anyway, probably Mr. Chair, we can proceed with the
Mr. Chairman, also in regards to that underground submarine fiber optics, would you know, or maybe you can furnish us a copy, in which area of responsibility of the Philippines, diba? It is located. Diba? Meron yan.
Yes,
Very
Your Honor.
important din yan.
We can supply you with that. This is public information po naman. We can even give you the link of the international group that actually monitors all these submarine cables. Kasi like I mentioned, no, these are also covered by international treaties because we need to protect them. Cyberspace is actually very physical, and 90% of the traffic goes through submarine cables.
Lastly, it's all about those, if I remember, a couple of years ago there was a proposal, this also goes for the national defense. No? Did it materialize wherein they propose using towers inside our military camp? There was a proposal before. Did it ever materialize? Do we have a representative from the National Defense?
Magandang hapon po, Your Honors.
Please state your name.
Director Christine Carino po from the Department of National Defense.
Yes, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, may I just inquire if Your Honor is asking about towers constructed by specific private companies, telcos, inside camps?
Well, shorten na lang natin. Towers that are inside the military camp, whether constructed by private or they use the tower of our military.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do confirm that there are telco towers privately owned inside military camps. All military camps are under the ownership of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So I have with me a colleague from the AFP, sir. If you would allow, I will let them explain further with regard to your question, Mr. Chair.
Yes, maybe in the next hearing, maybe they can you can present those who are allowed to explain.
Mr. Chair, I am Colonel Patricio from the AFP, J6. If I may be allowed to answer.
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do confirm, sir, that we have what we call the collocated cell towers or towers, communication towers within the Armed Forces of the Philippines owned camps. We allowed these towers within our camps with the benefit also, not only with your Armed Forces of the Philippines, but with in the vicinity of that community, wherein signal is required also. So we allowed these cell towers. We have a mechanism to ensure that these towers are secured. They are not in any way will compromise the AFP operations, and it will not compromise security issues on that. It is covered by a memorandum of agreement between the Department of National Defense and with these telcos, Your Honor.
Sir, so you said that the AFP allowed, no? Meaning, andyan na yan. Because it was, there a couple of years ago. Now, as years goes by, nag-i-improve ang mga technology, no? Communication. How can we be so sure na yung nilagay doon mas mabuti pa rin, I mean, advanced and well protected ang communication ng AFP? What if mas advanced yung nakalagay doon? How can the AFP protect?
So the question is, if I get it right, how can we ensure that these more advanced telecommunication equipment that is attached to these communication towers does not compromise our security? Is that your question, Your Honor?
Yes, that is the exact question.
Sir, for the part of the AFP, we ensure that these telcos, for instance, are fully vetted at the department level. They have a security clearance on that for them to use our towers actually. In like manner, we allow these telcos to build their towers for us to put our own communication system also. Yun po yung, Your Honor, yung benefit of what we're getting with telcos and allowing them to be inside our military camps.
Okay, can you just, sir, can you just please submit the name of the telcos who are using military camp or they have their own tower inside the military camp in the next hearing?
We will do that, Your Honor.
Thank
we will
you.
comply to that.
Yes, any other comments? If there are none, please just submit your position paper. Congressman Ako?
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Chair. May I ask the ICT to confirm, insofar as Transco Power Transmission is concerned, may report po rito na the overall system's operations is proprietary to China and locals are currently not allowed at the operational facility. Why? Because it's currently controlled and operated by the state-owned enterprise of China. Do you have information about this, Yusuf?
Sir, I did receive as an undersecretary of various committees, who is sitting in various committees, including the National Intelligence Board. I can confirm that there were such reports. However, with your permission, sir, honorable sir, maybe I would defer the answer to their regulator, Transco. If we're talking about NGCP, then perhaps I would defer the answer to Transco, the regulator po.
The regulator is the ISP.
Transco po. Yung NGCP is Transco.
Now, insofar as water treatment plants, kasi puro commercial to di ba? Kasi pag binanatan tayo, 75% bagsak ang economy natin. Would you agree, Yusek?
I agree.
Yes. Ang report dito, for water treatment plants nationwide, currently controlled and operated by two large conglomerates, which do not comply to the cyber defense baseline compliance. Would that be true? Kasi kayo po ang tumitingin kung nagko-comply sila sa cyber defense compliance.
Mr. Chair, that is precisely why we need the cybersecurity law. Kasi
Yes.
we cannot compel them po to submit reports. We did send reports, for example, we did submit and request for meetings with Maynila, Water, Meralco, etc. And of course, all of these are voluntary in nature.
Yes,
But there is
kasi
no proper audit that was made.
tinatanong ko, Yusek, ito dahil sabi ni Honorable Abante kanina, why is there a need for a law? So, tinatanong ko lang sa inyo dahil wala kayong control dito eh. Yes, even in banking and finance, di ba? Non-existent Unified Cyber Defense System. Yun ang comment ng mga nagkuhan dito eh. Sa nga sistema natin na ito. For power distribution, non-existent Unified Cyber Defense System, non-federated charging and payload network nationwide. Yun ang mga comments nila. Firewall lang ang protection nila. Yes. So, even our healthcare system, they do not have, they have non-existent Unified Cyber Defense System. The same, firewall lang ang kanilang protection. So, talagang madadali tayo nito. Kung even our railway and tollways operations, non-existent yung defense system natin eh. And maybe the reason why is government has no control over them because there's no law requiring them to be under the DICT.
I agree, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Yusek.
In addition, Mr. Chair, no, I just wanted to point out, no, kasi pag tinignan mo yung presentation nila, tingnan mo yung mga pinakamataas na highest number of high and critical incidents. Number 1, DOH. Talagang nagpaparalyze nila na yung mga hospital natin. Tapos DICT. O sisirain nila yung sistema natin. DOTR. Titigil nila ang transportation natin by sea, by air, and by ground. And then, NEDA, all our infrastructure will be out. And then, PNP. So, nakita mo yung paralysis na gagawin nila. So, dito nagbo-boils down yung pinakamataas na hinak nila. Limang ahensya. DOH, DICT, DOTR, NEDA, PNP. Now, with that, alam na this.
Yes, Your Honor. We confirmed that report. Those were
Paparalyze na yun. Kita na sample